I know you said that the Giants are still potentially an option for Rodgers, but it seems like that's kind of been eliminated, although they are one of the teams that's basically like begging him to come there. We heard Kirk Cousins said he does want to be a starter next year, but Atlanta might not get rid of him. With the Giants situation and Dable and Shane absolutely needing to win next year, what are the odds that they go after a guy like Cousins if they don't get Rodgers, or are they just going to roll the dice with a rookie quarterback and hope that they win, 9 games to save their jobs next year?
Well, first of all, I don't believe the Giants have been ruled out. Like I've heard different rumors over the course of the week, but I haven't heard enough to say like the Giants are not getting them. Like at least to me, it feels like they're in the mix. They had Joe Flacco visit.
Nice.
So yesterday, recently. So my sense is if it's not Rodgers, Flacco would be a strong possibility, and then maybe they do draft one. They have number 2, they have number 3, I should say. So the Browns visited with Russell Wilson yesterday. If the Browns decide to sign Russell Wilson, that would give them 2 veterans. It would make me think that maybe they don't draft a quarterback. They could, but make me think maybe they don't. And maybe the next quarterback goes to the Giants, so maybe it's a veteran like Flacco, and then they draft. So there are still options. I mean, the Giants draft 3. Like, they can get a top quarterback. I just think Aaron Rodgers would make it easier for them.
Okay, so let's move to the draft here. Titans going to take quarterback. Browns going to take quarterback. Giants going to take quarterback. What are your, Browns with Russell Wilson, how real is that? Even if they sign Russell Wilson, are they going to draft a QB? Because it's been, reported that the Browns are definitely taking a quarterback. Giants, if they end up without Aaron Rodgers, maybe they sign Flacco. Does it matter? Are they still drafting a quarterback there? What are your kind of leans on what the draft will be for these quarterbacks? And does it matter what the veteran signings are?
Well, I think let's start with the Titans. I think it does matter because the Titans have not signed a
or even looked.
They haven't or even looked. Yeah. Right. So to me, that at least means the Titans are. You can always trade for someone, but at least means the Titans are pretty firmly considering. Maybe it's Cam Ward at number 1. I think if the Browns do sign another veteran quarterback, that would make me think that they may not draft him, which would then mean maybe they're the team that trades out, right? Because if you're not taking one, maybe you trade out. Maybe you go to 3, maybe you go to
6,
7, maybe you go to 9, right? I mean, these are all possibilities now if the Browns are not taking a rookie quarterback and are open for business. I do think the Giants will probably take one. What I don't know is, it does seem that Cam Ward, as of right now, is probably, the most likely number 1, but I don't know where that number 2 slots in. I know teams are sort of all over the map, but I don't know where he slots in.
All right. We appreciate your wrap. We know you got to do some TV here in about 30 seconds. Thank you for taking time to do the weekly wrap-up with Rap Sheet and Friends. Us being the friends, he being Rap Sheet, you're the man.
You're the man. Thank you, guys.
Stop boozing while you're walking around with the kids.
Be a father once.
Coffee. I was very tired from a long day of
texting with people. Yeah, got it.
This is the only thing. Coffee is the only thing that goes in here. Where is it? See? The only thing.
It was a solo cup.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Your coffee is the Irish coffee, though. We understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport.
Yeah, Rashi.
Oh, he's got a good buzz going here. My coffee, just got a little Bailey's.
Stay loose, stay loose.
You put cream in your coffee, of course. You got Bailey's? Sir, it's 6 a.m. I know.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Doll.
Rap's a dog, dude. He's an absolute maniac.
Yeah, he is.
Cam Ward, number 1, seemingly the thing.
Yeah. That was,
to the Titans. Mm-hmm. Remember, that was the big conversation whenever GM down there named
Borgonzi?
Yeah.
Mike Borgonzi?
He is GM.
Yeah.
But the
president of Chad Spiker?
Brinker.
There it is. Chad Brinker. Sorry, Mr. Brinker. And Mr. Spiker back in West Virginia. That is 100% on me. You don't pass on a generational player or a once-in-generation player is what he said, basically. And that led off for everybody going, oh, Abdul Carter is a once-in-a-generation player. Travis Hunter, actually once-in-a-generation type player, especially in college, being able to play the amount of plays in both sides of the ball that he had. And then everybody was like, well, this quarterback class, they doesn't really have a once-in-a-generation guy. And then you listen to Orlovsky talk after watching the film Cam Ward, and he's like, Cam Ward's a guy. And then you start hearing everybody talking, they're like, Cam Ward Cam Ward's a guy. The more people talk to Cam Ward, he's a leader. Obviously, Cristobal said that coming out of Miami. Dan Orlovsky broke down the fact that over the middle, he's confident throwing the ball. So a lot of these young quarterbacks scared to death to go in here. A lot of traffic in here. Go on the outside, there's only one person, hopefully. I can throw it out there. If I miss, it's not a pick. And I can just kind of throw it up and let my wide receiver do their thing. The timing routes across the middle, where if you miss by a foot, that thing's getting taken cribbed, either by a safety or a linebacker. Have to have enough touch to get it over somebody and then get it in between the linebacker and the safety. So that's a very difficult throw. The ones in the middle, let alone with your eyes not being able to see because you got 6'6" offensive linemen standing in front of you. So the middle of the field is sometimes people's biggest weakness. Now, there's some quarterbacks that are great in the middle of the field. Brock Purdy has been eating in the middle of the field since he got in there, which is why their offense and Debo was able to do the slant God type of shit. But there's some quarterbacks that do not do well in the middle. Dan said that Cam Ward over the middle is very good, and the ball comes out very strong. It's on time. It's in the right spot. He obviously has enough arm for the deep ball on the outside, the touch, and the finesse. It's like Cam Ward might be the guy, and maybe it's because of the entire class not being great that he isn't being talked about as much, and maybe it's because Miami didn't go on a run. They lose to Syracuse last week of the season, kind of derail everything after the magic was behind them. But every time you hear anybody talk about this draft, it's like Cam Ward's going number one. So congrats to him. Earned it, buddy.
Yeah, awesome.
Incarnate Word to Washington State, to Miami, and now number one probable overall. Good for him.
I think a lot of it has to do with when you get these big hype guys, it's guys that have been not known for years, but have been high draft picks for years. Like Cam went to Miami because I believe he put his name into the draft last year, but he didn't get the grade that he liked coming back. So he's like, screw it, I'll go to Miami, make some NIL. And then he has this unbelievable year down in Miami. So now I think it's like scouts, coaches, GMs, they're getting into this Miami tape, and now they're talking to people, and now they're like, oh, he should have probably been up our boards a lot earlier than just this year.
Yeah, and I love, and I mention it a lot, I love the way him and Shador bicker. I really enjoy that.
The shit talk.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. Now, Miami has a new quarterback.
Oh, he's going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
Alleged. We're not getting into it.
A lot of
We are
stuff.
not getting into this.
A lot
of
what? Huh?
Because people,
a lot of what?
People that are not on the internet are going to automatically get mad at us for talking about this. But this is a massive story.
Yeah, he got a couple cars stolen too. It's not just
bingo overnight.
Yep,
that's what we were talking about.
Hers were found, his were not.
Exactly.
That's a whole other story.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot going on since Carson has got to Miami. A lot has happened. He's gotten paid a lot of money too. Hopefully, Cristobal and the boys are able to bring it back.